Okay, Eachine T-28 mini warbird. Take off into the wind, but we got sun, low sun, so I got to get out in the middle of the field a little more. Fly it till the battery dies. It's on safe, beginner mode. And the gyro is so good that it's making up for the extreme amount of play in the transmitter, the stick. The elevator aileron stick center position has a lot of play in it, a dead spot. So theoretically, I shouldn't be able to fly level flight very precisely, especially low to the ground, but it's doing decent. And we got wind generally under 5 miles an hour. Oh, give it enough throttle. The throttle doesn't have any resistance, which is crappy. It's cold out. It's in the 30s, probably 35, 36 degrees. So these batteries, if they get cold, they'll have less energy and get shorter flight times. It's a brushed motor. Very easy to fly. I don't know how easy it would be for a beginner. I don't dare fly this in expert mode. It's easy to see. Pretty quick. That's only like half throttle. Plenty fast. Has a tendency to climb when it's pointing into the wind. It's not a symmetrical airfoil. It's pretty flat bottomed, so it will climb as it goes faster. I'll take a better look at the bottom of the wing when we come in. I think the battery's starting to sag. Yeah, I actually have to give it down elevator when it turns into the wind. And I haven't been doing that, so it's climbing every time it comes into the wind. Whoa! Now to find the prop. Hit myself in the shoulder with it. Prop went flying. Better leave the plane here. Don't know how easy it's going to be to find the prop. Prop should be fairly close to where I was standing. I shouldn't have moved. There it is. Here it is. There's that little baby. All right, these things just supposed to click back on somehow. It's on. I think I got more battery left. I'm gonna keep flying. Well, that was really good with the prop coming off that easy. Not damaging anything. Whoa! I gotta keep it a little higher. Long run time on the batteries. In fact, it's so long, I'm almost losing my concentration. Now, I'll be flying the E-flite T-28 next, in beginner mode, and see how that compares. This is a newer generation plane than that E-flite, and I think, except for a crappy transmitter, the plane itself did some weird stuff. I have to show you. You have to when you let go of the stick, when you're banking, you let go of the stick, it stays in the bank. I'm bringing it in. I want to show you that. Which I'm not crazy about, but I must be compensating for it. So, here's full left bank. Well, no, that's center. Well, it's not doing it. It was doing it at home, but it's not doing it now. It is centering itself. It must have just been stiff. So I take that back. Well, that's good. That was one of my complaints when I was bench testing it. Yeah, she's a good little flyer. I think if it was dead calm, it'd be much better even, but it's handling the wind decent. Getting a long run time on this one battery. I'm wearing gloves with open fingertips, but my fingers are getting cold. I think I'm gonna have to call it a day. Oh, battery died. Yeah, my fingers are getting cold. I dislocated that center finger last year, and I think the joint swelled up. That finger's feeling a little colder than the other ones. I think I'm gonna have to call it a day just because my fingers are too cold. So this little guy flies nice, and I have 0 throttle left, so that's good. I had a good run. I'm gonna go home where it's warm. Let's see if I still have control surface. Yes, so there's no throttle, but I still have full control surfaces. The elevator barely moves. But that little amount is sufficient. It's on the center hole, so I could increase the throw of the elevator if I wanted to, but I don't know if I have to. I didn't fly coordinated turns, so I could have done that. Rudder has plenty of throw. So it would have turned much sharper. It seemed like it wasn't turning very sharp. $400 milliamp battery. There's not room for anything bigger. So everybody that's flown it more or less recommended it. I guess I have to recommend it also. Not crazy about the way this thing goes in the box. Wants to fall out. There's probably a technique. I think I found it. Put your finger under the transmitter when you're sliding it in. And that's worked nicely. And put the instructions probably on the top. Yep. Worked nicely. Yeah, my fingers are cold, I'm sorry to say. So much for flying in the winter. This year, I don't know. All right. Bye-bye. I don't think I turned off the camera. Bye-bye.